What's up, guys? It's Josh here from Inside Wrestling Truth. This is gonna be a quick video. Um, I've been doing a little list of personal meetings with WWE legends, or wrestling superstars. The last video I had told you three, and then I had three more that I'm gonna tell you today. Uh, the first guy I met in Louisville, Kentucky, at a convention. It was a Fright Night convention, and was DDP. I met DDP at the Golf House in Louisville. Class act dude. Um, he signed a DVD for me. I got my picture took with him. Me and my father and the Indies wrestler. I'm not gonna mention. But yeah, we went and seen DDP. Um, my wife was actually with me and my daughter too. But we all went to go see DDP. Um, really now nerd guy. Really cool dude. Talked wrestling. Um, talked about the state of where wrestling is today. I mean, we sat there and talked to him for like 30 minutes. We took a picture with his belt, doing the diamond cutter, and he started talking to little Kevin Nash, and WCW, But a really cool memory of meeting DDP. Um, really cool dude. I think he's one of the guys that really appreciates his fans. Now, the next dude I'm going to talk about, I didn't have such of a good experience meeting. And that was Vader. I went to an independent show here in Kentucky, Corbin, Kentucky. It's called PWF, Pro Wrestling Freedom. Go check it out if you never checked it out. But I know some guys that work there, and they had booked Vader. And so they had a meet and greet before the event started with Vader. And you go in the ring and meet Vader. He'll sign your autograph or whatever. I had a poster of the event that he signed for me. And like, he was just being such a dick to the fans and to the, he got up there and there was a lady that was helping him, and he's like, I done told you to get my goddamn water more than once. Just talking to people like shit. And I went up there to him, and he was just like, because I had the poster, and then there was an 8x10, and I'm like, so all your autographs, was 20, 10. He's like, everything up here is $10. I've done told everybody that. By that time, I was like, look, dude, just sell my poster, I'm gone. You know, just total unprofessional, total dick, just an old miserable fat dude. You know, um, and I promised myself that I would never ever go. If I had the opportunity, I was somewhere, I would never go meet Vader again. He's just a dick. He don't appreciate his fans. I also know guys that wrestled at the PWF show that night, and he was totally unprofessional to them. He come out. He was in the main event. He worked with a guy named Madman Pondo, who I know he's a class act, and really always wanted to work Vader. And Vader's he wouldn't cooperate with Pondo. His match was like a minute long. He got the money and ran, and I'll never forget that about Vader. No respect for Vader. I know he's did a lot in Japan. He did a lot in the United States, but just for you to act like that to these guys, it just shows your true character. So all this, fuck that, man. And then the last guy that I'm going to talk about that I met, I've actually met him twice, but the first time I met him was down in Nashville, Tennessee, and that was Rowdy Piper. I met Rowdy Piper at was actually called Crossfire Wrestling. They ended up going under when I met him at a meet and greet. Excellent guy. He signed a DVD for me. Asked about my family. Excellent dude. Um, I can't say enough good things about Roddy Piper. He was actually in the show that night and had a Piper's Pit with Hurricane Hymns and Colt Cabana. Uh, really cool though. I really enjoyed meeting Roddy Piper. And then the second time I met him was in Knoxville, Tennessee. I met him the second time. But this was at a convention. It's called the Fanboy Expo convention, some shit like that. And I met him. He said 8x10, but he went in a conversation this time. He's like, "What you doing? How's life?" He asked about my family, and then I had an 8x10 with him and Vince McMahon on it to sign it. And he went on to this rant about Vince McMahon, talking about he's miserable. He's rich, but he's miserable. And he don't know what to do with himself. And he's like, but deep down, me and Vince is cool. And I just thought that was cool, because Roddy Piper telling you a real story about Vince. That was cool to me because, like, I didn't even go up and ask him about it. He just offered to tell me the information, which is cool. It's cool. But yeah, that's all for this one. I have 3 more guys for y'all in the next video. But stay tuned, subscribe. It's a Josh Hill from Inside Wrestling Truth. Like I always say, get your money and pay your bills. Peace.